Good morning. What is going on, world? When your world turns upside down, as a man, or anyone, what do you do? I was working on a car one day. Please hold a moment. It's unusually loud, isn't it? Unnecessarily loud. So I'm working on a car one cold Melbourne morning, and I thought, this sucks. My hands are cold, getting paid fuck all. I'm going to do this for the rest of my life. And then a friend calls me, says, Dan, you need to talk. I said, alright, getting paid $8 an hour to work on cars. I can put this on hold for a second. He says, you know Gav? I said, yes, I do know Gav. He said he stepped in front of a train last night. A train, stepped in front of it. Intentionally. And this is some 20 years ago, so don't freak out. But then when I went back to the car and went to put together the engine, that thought kind of slowed me down. It put me off my game a little bit. Yes, it does. Now, when a friend dies in a tragic way, that's going to put you off your game a little bit. But I want you guys to know the tragedies, the challenge, the pain that happens to you along the way will make you tougher than you can ever imagine. I've had 250 stitches in my face, and it's painful. That's why I'm so beautiful. It wasn't plastic surgery, it's repairing my face. But I can also tell you the pain that you feel in here and in here trumps any kind of physical pain, because it can come at any time. This is how I handle things when the world turns upside down. Every morning I do something that I don't want to do. Right now it's this video. So I'm also going to challenge myself and challenge yourself to do something every morning, every day for X amount of time until the pain has passed or the situation has got better. For example, I'll do that right now. Every day for November, I'll go live and give you great advice. That's accountability. That's getting leverage on whatever may be the challenge or the problem. Let's say that your cat died. I mean, fuck, that would suck. But if you can find something to do, like doing a tax return, that's probably worse than grieving a cat, like something terrible. You can find something to do, which is what I found with my physical training. Nothing that I do in that gym to myself will be worse, could be worse, than anything that will happen to me in the day. Speaking of that, I have not been doing that. Ask and it will be given to you. Knock and it shall open. Seek and you shall find. So I said to the universe over the weekend, I need to get my ass back in the gym. Need motivation, need inspiration, not just need to go to the gym. My best and oldest Muay Thai coach and friend says to me, hey, you live near here? I said, I live down the street. He said, mate, I'm there for a week. Let's train. Unless you ask for something in your mind, you'll never get it. Unless you see it, you visualize it, and most importantly, appreciate what you have, won't get it. So I saw myself in the gym. I saw myself training. And not only do I get to do that, I get to do it with one of my favorite coaches of all time. So that gives me something to look forward to. Why do I need something to look forward to? Now, this is something else as a man that you need to do. I don't want to do it, but you need to do it. You don't need to do it at this scale that I'm doing it now, but whether it be a friend, a co-worker, a coach, if something has happened to you that's quite tragic and you feel you can't control yourself, i.e. waking up Sunday and you drank too much and say to your friend, hey, I think I got a problem with this, next week can you look out for me? Hopefully they'll look out for you. Or more importantly, the more people you tell, let's say you come on Facebook drunk and you say, I've got a drinking problem, I need to stop. Next time you see a bottle of wine, you're going to feel quite guilty, and hopefully that leverages you to stop. Or at least get it under control somewhat. So here we go. The hard part. Love my life. Love her more than anything. Still do. Says to me, babe, going to Ukraine 2 months. She's going, mother, it's a war zone. Me being me, I'm like, yeah, cool. What do I need to do? How much? How can I help you? Blah, blah, blah. And then I start stressing and I start worrying. Is she okay? Did she get there? 2 months is a long time in that situation. And your world flips upside down. I gave her one of my cards, same technology Government tracks you with, and I saw that she was nowhere near Ukraine. She was in fact in Greece. And I said, hey babe, what are you doing in Greece? So, drive to Ukraine? She said, no, working. Now this all links in together. I'm not calling her a bad person. I'm not saying that she's doing the wrong thing. In fact, like I said, I love her dearly. But her version of working is being a stripper or being an escort, and I don't really fit in that scenario. Is what it is. Growing up in Frankston, I saw this is what happens when people have no money. Another unnecessarily loud fight. When people have no money, they'll generally do things they wouldn't otherwise do. That's why in places like Frankston and parts of Melbourne, the crime's higher, the behaviour's different to places that are relatively financially well off. Why do I bring this up? How does this link in all together? I needed you to pay attention. That's why I needed to share that story with you. As painful as it was to share. Now, I don't care about conspiracies anymore. I don't care about what people are doing with their lives. I care about my life. I care about the people that hire me for my services to help them with their life. And this is also another tip in the guidebook, how to deal with challenging times. Stop and pause. What did you want once upon a time right now that you actually have? So once upon a time in Mexico, play on words intended, I thought, what do I want? Where do I want to go? Top of the list was my cats. I want my cats. I left them with a friend in Asia. I came back and got them. And I still have those cats. So technically, I have exactly what I wanted. Which feels pretty good. At least good enough anyway. So we got do something that is going to make whatever's bothering you seem not as bad. That's probably just doing a workout for most of you. You are going to be accountable. You're going to tell people, hey, I'm doing this for 30 days. This is why I'm doing it. If someone has done something to you, whether it be intentionally, unintentionally, fair, unfair, forgive them and either accept them back into your life or move on. Easier said than done, trust me. I have a quote about revenge tattooed down my leg. Easier said than done, but I can tell you from experience, it's much better than revenge. They say the best revenge is living well. Just don't focus on revenge. Because the things that you focus on that are negative will manifest more of the same negative shit. The Canadian government just loaned $500 billion from the American government to keep their economy afloat. How do I know that? Doesn't matter. But $500 billion is a lot. It's about 2 or 3 billion short of Australia's total debt. And Australia only has about 23 million people. That means that each Australian is 30,000 in debt thanks to the government. Not, you got 30,000. Not, they're giving, they've made roads then. You're $30,000 in debt and climbing, Australians, thanks to your government. But never fear, they'll come to the rescue and they will print out more money. And most of you that are struggling to get by, choosing to take jobs that you wouldn't otherwise do, making decisions based around the stress of money, once that, what was it, $500 billion that Canada borrowed from America filters into the economy, shit is going to hit the fan. And it's not in a zombie apocalypse kind of way, it's just that everything's fucking expensive and life sucks. Just ask your grandparents about a depression. Which is why I gave you the guidebook of how I deal with adversity in hard times. Because unfortunately I think many of us for the next year will be facing one challenge or another, like I just shared with you. I didn't use that example to say that she's right and I'm wrong. Didn't use that example to say she's a bad person. I was just sharing with you, if you know my personal life, or if you just know what love is like in general, how incredibly difficult and painful that must have been for me to get that news, which I technically found out myself. But yet here I am making a video for you, because that is something I've also learned in the challenges like getting sued this year. If you commit to a life of service in the times of need, in the times where you need a helping hand, I didn't realize how many people loved me. I didn't realize how many people cared about me. I didn't realize how much I'd done for people. In fact, one friend, gentleman, said, Dan, what you did for me affected not just me, but my kids and their kids, so it's the least I can do for you. So that being said, I'm Dan Fitz, the street preacher, in the area of fucking unnecessarily noisy fucking vehicles. God bless. Godspeed.